He asked me, you ever done heroin, crack, cocaine? It's like, nope, just weed and Benadryl. I guess I'm wasting your time. I don't take myself seriously either. Thanks for the validation. Peace. I'm going to go smoke weed.
It's so funny because it's so true.
Hey friends, Christina here for a quick preamble. The episode you're about to hear was recorded a few weeks ago with friend of the pod, Janai. This was just a bonus conversation we recorded on the side, and I've been saving it for a time of need, and this week definitely qualifies. Lauren and I will be back next week to share more details, but it's been rough. I suffered an unexpected loss that I've been dealing with, and I couldn't think of a better time to pull this episode out of the bank, as it were. Second disclaimer, on this episode, we talk about drugs in a pretty casual way. We also talk about suicide, so listen at your own risk. The language we're using, particularly the language we're using around drugs, is not perfect. I'll be the first one to say that. For instance, I refer to myself as an addict, or I make reference to addicts in the context of my own personal stories, but I recognize that there's better words or phrases to use. We try to stay in the personal realm, but it takes a long time to deconstruct anything, and we're just doing our best. With that said, I'm going to jump straight into the episode with me and Janai. I hope y'all enjoy, and get ready for a really fucked up episode next week. Maybe more fucked up than this one, if that's possible. All right, here's the show.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Piping hot tea just spilled all over my phone. I'm gonna put it away.
Do you have a tagline?
What are we talking about again?
Hey, that was good. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
It was. There's gonna be a lot of it.
Perfect. So,
okay. Hello.
We're gonna start that over. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Wait, your mic did something weird. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Do you want to start over?
Sure, yeah. You go first.
Okay. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
And welcome back to Pickles and Vodka,
a podcast where we know what we were talking about. Absolutely, we remember.
Yes, especially stuff we were talking about 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
The jokes are going to be flying, but the fun thing is you're not going to know which are jokes and which are just our shitty memory. I'm Christina.
I'm Janai.
And if you don't know who Janai is, then you can go to hell.
Damn, kiss my ass.
And yeah, we have memory problems and we want to talk about it.
Yeah, we're prepared.
Bro.
Bro.
Where are you at? You didn't think I would ask that, did you?
I didn't think we'd live to see another day.
I mean, yeah.
I'm here in my office, which also has my fridge, because I live in a studio, but I make rooms.
Your studio is way more, like, airy and spacious than my studio was.
Oh, for sure. My ceilings are super high. I have multiple levels. It wasn't the best budget choice, and we will reassess that when the time comes.
Well, I mean, it's Seattle. I felt like it was reasonable.
Yeah, I could have done better, but I could have done worse for my first place that I could afford on my own.
Yeah, if I had the clapping sound effect, I would play it now, because you... Getting your own place is like next level. Speaking of levels, there's levels to this shit.
There's levels on the bed I built all by myself.
Oh yeah, you built a loft bed.
I did. It was like 200 pounds.
Yeah, those things are really heavy. Because it's like steel, right?
Yeah, and of course I got like one with stairs, because my friend convinced me, and it's probably kept me alive this long, to be honest. Stairs and a railing when you use substances is a must.
Yes, and then you don't remember where you are.
Yeah.
I can't believe I never fell out of my loft bed in the 2 years I had it.
Did it not have a railing?
No. Not only did it not have a railing,
dumb.
it didn't have stairs. It just had a little ladder. And I couldn't get a divider because then the cats wouldn't be able to jump up onto it from the couch.
Oh, yeah.
So it was worth risking my neck for that.
Well, you made it. You made it.
I made it.
You might not remember how.
If y'all don't know, I lived in Seattle and now Janai lives in Seattle. And we didn't get to live in Seattle at the same time, which is a bummer. But I feel like we are having similar Seattle experiences. And by that, I mean miserable as fuck.
Should I talk about how I don't remember my first night back?
Go
Actually,
for it.
Also, sorry I cut you off.
No, that's a perfect segue.
Actually, it's not, because where are you at?
I'm feeling pretty crazy, not gonna lie, because I've been inside for 5 days because we have like crazy weather here and all the roads are covered in inches of ice that the plows can't get through. Like, not even the sidewalks are clear. So I can't just like go on a walk. And so it's been hard not being able to exercise because that's like, I have a lot of like exercise related compulsions, but I made bread twice so far. And my sister's here. We're both sick now. So when it rains, it pours. When it snows, it sleets.
When it freezes, you can't go outside.
Right.
That's how it goes.
That is how it goes. Yeah, and I was supposed to see a friend, but, we can't do that now because of the roads and because I'm sick, and it just sucks. But it could be a lot worse. Like, we have food, we have electricity.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird getting through this flu without Benadryl because I used to always use getting sick as an excuse to just like take it all day and kind of not be present for my own sick days.
I can't relate at all.
Well, I was hoping to segue into your experiences because I'm a professional.
Yes.
You could follow my lead,
I could. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna have like a nasty wet cough.
I was gonna say, I need to cough too.
Okay, great. Let's be gross.
I'm gonna mute myself.
I'm not gonna bother. How a bummer, dude.
That's funny. I was literally just about to say I'm gonna have to pause to cough a bunch probably because I'm sick with like this respiratory thing, and also I have asthma, and also I'm vaping and smoking.
We're the same.
Yeah, that's why you're here.
Yeah.
So why are we talking about memory today?
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure one day you were like, oh my god, we should talk about memory on the podcast, and specifically how substance use and mental illness affect and or are affected by it.
Yeah. There will be a lot of personal anecdotes, I feel like, because I don't have like all the scientific shit this time. Like, I didn't do any research.
Yeah.
But I think between the two of us, we have a lot of evidence for the things we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was one of the times we were talking on the phone and we were talking about forgetting things in the middle of the conversation, like trying to keep up. You're trying to remember what was just said, and you're also trying to remember what you were about to say, and also trying to keep track of the conversation.
Yes. Yeah, because like both of us stopped twice, or maybe I did. We were talking really intensely and then it was gone. And we were like, I swear to God, I was like listening to I wasn't even thinking about what I was going to say while you were talking.
Yeah, it's something that's plagued me for longer than I think I realized, because I think some of it does have to do with ADHD too, but specifically the substance abuse, I think, has not helped things.
No, this episode is brought to you by substance abuse, in fact.
I thought you were going to say substances.
Oh, yeah.
Just substances.
Just substances. Fix it, future Chris.
No, I like substance abuse better. brought to you by substance abuse is a lot more metal.
And accurate.
And accurate, yeah. Should we just stop and start a comedy podcast?
Absolutely.
So I have a bunch of possible things to talk about on a page in front of me. But first, you hinted at a story, and I was wondering if you still wanted to tell it.
Sure.
Because this is another thing that kind of inspired this episode.
Yeah, I came back from a trip, and my go-to is to drink a lot. And usually it's actually to drink a lot and take a lot of Benadryl. But this time I don't think I took Benadryl. I don't remember, but I wanted to not necessarily forget, but not be present, like you were saying. And so then I continued to enjoy that feeling of not being present and chased it around an entire night with somebody else who was doing the same. I'm pretty sure I behaved very belligerently and crassly, and I think I was even accusing someone of wanting to fuck me, which is really embarrassing.
I mean, who among us?
Because I'm not, huh?
Shut the fuck up.
And so I don't remember. And then I was in an alley sitting, and there was a man. And it might have been the person I was with, but it might not have. And I only had a few scrapes, but I don't think anything happened. I think I just was sitting off the nausea and passed out.
There was another person with you?
I don't remember getting home, but I remember I didn't make my bed before I went on the trip. I cleaned my walls. So I just put enough to cover the mattress and slept in my coat and shit and woke up with this fucking dude's keys, and he didn't remember, and I woke up way before him, so...
Yeah, you were like, what the fuck do I do with these keys?
Yeah, I put a note on his car. I spent a lot of time just in the parking lot by his car, in the parking lot of his job.
Wait, how did you know where he worked?
Because he's the bartender from the bar where I got trashed.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This was probably doxing myself since I pass out pickles and vodka lighters like candy.
Wait, oh my god. I don't even have a pickles and vodka lighter.
Oh, well, get that weight up. Oops. And that, folks, is how I killed my bestie.
It was bound to happen at some point. On air.
On air. Live. For the content.
So yeah, that is a wild story. I was kind of concerned after I heard it, but I don't know. I think a tendency among a lot of people is just to kind of laugh it off. And I've laughed stuff off like that in the past. But I don't know. It's we forget how scary it is and how dangerous it is. Because if we don't forget, then we won't be able to do it again.
Yeah.
It's self-preservation. You want to be able to do this coping mechanism. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's not providing nothing for all the damage. It's also incurring. You still can't just rip the foundation out of your house. Even if it is molding, you need to reassess the support structures. And if you can't afford that, you just don't look at the foundation.
Yeah. No, literally that's happening with my car right now. It's been dying randomly at red lights for a year. And it starts back up every time. And so I just keep ignoring it. But there's weird sounds. I just turn the music louder. I can't afford it. So I just don't.
Can I tell you about the time I fixed my car's engine light?
Please.
It involves suicide.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Consider everyone warned.
So I was driving home from church one day, and I would go through these mountains, foothills, with a bunch of trees and shit. And so I jerked my car off the road super fast. There was no one around. And it was into actually a hidden driveway.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, so then my check engine light had just been on basically for the whole last year, and it went away. So
that's all it took. Wait, so you would be dead if you had not happened to go into a hidden driveway. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's why, like, in this place, like, there's all these signs that they're like hidden driveway, look out, and it's usually for the opposite kind of thing.
Oh my god, how would you turn a hidden driveway into a metaphor?
Sometimes you just gotta take life off the rails. Maybe not.
Oh man, I have to have you and Lauren do like a metaphorical never mind.
Metaphor, the best metaphor.
Ooh.
Gross.
I like it.
We are doing so great.
We really are. I'm really proud of us.
Me too.
I'm just like thinking of times I've blacked out now. And I think if I'm being honest, it gets under my skin more than I want to admit. Like I judge myself for them more than I'd like to admit.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't judge other people, but it's so easy for us to hate ourselves and to turn everything into this ethical dilemma, and we're on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, because we're always wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, and we have everyone's wrong intentions at heart, including, I don't know.
We actually want to hurt everybody.
But, like, there's also the trauma of it all.
Right.
Trauma and memory are very closely linked.
Yeah, and you can have trauma that removes your memory, or you could have just been too fucked up to remember what happened. And, like... Yeah. When you don't know something, I think, like, it is traumatic enough to leave yourself, to lose yourself mentally, like, because it's not just when we're high, because it bleeds into sobriety, even, like, capacity is lower, carrying on a conversation is more difficult, and our memory is permanently affected. And the brain is elastic, so you may get a lot of advice to remember that and that it can rebuild. And a lot of that, I mean, it's true and possible, and that is not really coming from the studies of repeated DPH abuse, like in patients. Like, some things are going to be permanent. And that is a whole different loss.
Well, DPH, for those who don't know, is diphenhydramine, aka Benadryl. I thought about whether we should even try to explain the whole subculture.
Oh, I don't even know, like...
Well, let's talk about it in our lives then, because I really do want to start talking about this more, because literally nobody takes it seriously anywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
They make me explain over and over again, like, yes, I am actually addicted to allergy meds. And they'll ask me every time, like, oh, are you here for heroin? Are you here for cocaine? No, literally, earlier today I had a phone call with an outpatient person. It was like an assessment, and they sucked. They, like, recommended a Christian group at one point.
Oh, no.
But yeah, he asked me, you ever done heroin, crack, cocaine? It's like, nope, just weed and Benadryl. I guess I'm wasting your time. I don't take myself seriously either. Thanks for the validation. Peace. I'm going to go smoke weed.
It's so funny because it's so true.
Yeah.
And then, like...
And
sorry, go on.
No, I'm just, like, heated now. I mean, I don't think smoking weed is wrong for me personally. I still am smoking weed. I'm not trying to quit, although that might change in the coming weeks if I have to do an outpatient program. But, like, it does affect your memory. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I love weed, like, not to the effect that repeatedly abusing Benadryl does. But, yeah, the two of them together. Also, alcohol.
It's a recipe for brain rot.
Yeah. Well, people on the DPH sub all the time are like, it's a recipe for dementia. Like, how fucked up is it that there's dementia memes on a Benadryl subreddit?
Not as fucked up as the fact that we don't care that it's doing that to us.
Well, yeah. And then that's what's hardest to explain is that, like, we're smart people. We are capable of lots of things. It's not that we can't. Well, I don't know. Every addict says, I can quit anytime I want to. Like, I know it's bad. That's why I'm doing it. I mean, I've talked about this on the podcast before.
Yeah, knowing how bad something is, we know. Like, everybody's seen the pictures of the patient who, like, exploded doing eating disorder behaviors, right? I hope that's not disrespectful.
No.
And we still do them. Like, everybody, probably, I might guess that everybody listening to this podcast has lost someone to overdose or eating disorder. And we are still doing all those things. Like,
or suicide even.
Yeah.
You know?
It'll kill you.
Oh, God, I was about to make a terrible joke.
No, that's my job. Text it to me.
Okay, I will.
Sorry, professional.
Oh my God, your setup is so cute and your outfit is so cute. Oh my God, sorry, I'm just looking at these.
Doesn't it look like a wiener?
It kind of does. Lauren will be so happy to hear that wiener is still being discussed in her absence.
I have several notes from listening to old episodes on the plane.
Oh God.
About how you put more work into saying wiener more times on episodes when wiener gets said. Like, it could have just been said and moved past. And it would have been said one time.
You're so right. And there's this part of me that compulsively wants to make it like a bit to protect myself from how horrifying it is.
Do it.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Okay.
I said after I keep us there for like 5 minutes.
Wiener. All right, now that they're dying, I'm gonna need you all to do me a favor.
Oh my God.
Shit, they're back.
I'm alive, but I'm just curious. What were you about to ask of our listeners? I'm just curious.
I'm not sure. I was probably gonna ask them to give you money.
You know how uncomfortable that makes me.
I know. That's why I was like, oh no, I have to stop talking.
Back to memory, though.
Memory, yeah.
I feel like that's the point. I mean, not a hot take, but like sometimes when you do drugs, the point is to forget. I just don't think I took it seriously enough. Like, I didn't consider like the permanent brain damage that can happen, that probably has happened. And I don't know if you wanted to talk about your brain injury, because like that also plays a role in all this.
It does, because I have clinical proof of being dumber now.
That's one way to put it.
I mean, like, literally, my processing, the first test, I was in the 19th percentile. And, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just different from where I was at. And
it's showing progression.
Yeah, and it's like, you feel even more like an imposter, even reminiscing about, like, something you used to be able to do but could never do. So, like, what's the point in talking about it? Or, because I worry that it just comes off, like, boastful.
It's a very puritanical word.
Well, yeah, and also, people are very uncomfortable when you answer the questions that they think they wanted to ask. So, like, when I talk about how different my capacity is now, there's just so much pity in the responses that will be denied, but it's because most people think that what they want to do is to not see you in this discomfort. So saying, oh my God, well, like, you're still smarter than me, da-da-da-da-da. Like, now, not only is that it's filler, don't do it. Then it also makes me feel guilty because I'm lamenting the loss of something. And, like, now I have to worry, am I making this person that I'm just trying to be vulnerable with feel stupid?
Oh my God. Fuck.
And it's just like, just stare at me, okay? Or just say, wow, I don't know what to say. Send an emoji. Like, it's okay to not say things. It's okay to not know what to say. And it's okay to just say, keep talking, and I'll listen to you. I don't recall, do you have a stutter also?
Not, like, bad. It does come out sometimes when I'm having panic attacks.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something I've, like, historically had to deal with.
Okay. But you have historical memory loss progression. So you might know, like, when people think they're trying to move things along and, like, you're trying to get your brain to work and they'll just start saying things. I think someone even recently posted on Peach about this, where you're trying to process, or if you're stuttering and you're moving past it, people try to, like, finish what you're saying because they're uncomfortable with it. Apparently, it is controversial to think that you shouldn't do that.
Well, all you have is your experience and your opinion.
Yeah, and I get people who would say, like, how is anyone supposed to know not to do this? Well, no one knows everything ever.
Mic drop.
But if someone tells you this, then... because no one likes to be interrupted all the time. And usually it adds more stress when someone is already stressed, causing the failure to piece things together or whatever. And I understand that it's really annoying sometimes to get 4 words in 10 seconds or something. Like, sorry.
What are some other things about memory loss or mental illness, whatever, that you think also annoys people that you do? Because for me, it's asking them to repeat themselves a lot.
Yeah. Or specifically, like, I will ask for literally just, can you say the first word that you said? Because that is whatever is needed to make the rest make sense. And even still, for something like that, the irritable response and having to, like, clarify yourself. But also, we don't get to be irritable when we have to re-explain how we missaid something.
What do you mean missaid something?
Like, if we have to explain, like, okay, so...
I'm literally asking you to explain. Sorry. Wow.
No, but, like, if we didn't say something right, because, like, earlier, or presumably at any point in our friendship, the railway from where the outside words between the last thing I say and the next thing I say, sometimes there's a gap in the outside words. Okay? So sometimes I have to just add really quick, oh, no, like this, and that is why, not this. So I'm pretty good at doing that very efficiently now. But I still get a lot of, like drawn out, acting so confused by it. And I think it's because people just kind of don't listen as closely to me anymore because they hear me taking so long to express myself and think it's fluff. At least at my job.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, just listen to... most podcasts, they're all like, silence is a bad thing when you're editing a podcast. You don't want any long silences. You want it to be like condensed into this easy to digest thing. But like, the more I've podcasted, the more I've realized that the silences are like so necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still really bad at doing it in the past. And I probably still do it now. Like I am a huge interrupter. Part of it is just like my thoughts are racing so fast. Also, like in our family, everyone interrupts each other all the time. It's maddening. But part of the memory stuff is like I'll act confused because like I also worry that my brain is fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
So it's fun to have a conversation, like two of us with brain problems having a conversation. Oh my God. If y'all think this is bad, no, I'm just kidding.
We're
this
doing
is gold.
Our best right now.
Do you struggle to fill in memory gaps with just something in general, like, and you're worried it's a wrong memory?
Yes.
This might be a good point to bring out my 2005 journal.
Oh, nice.
Half of the stuff in it I don't remember at all.
Do tell.
Well, for instance, there's a part where my brother tattles on me for like bumping his chair, and then as punishment, I didn't get breakfast. And then I wrote, the same thing happened yesterday. And like, I don't remember that being a punishment ever at all.
Wait, both of those things are what? Sorry.
So, no, you're good. This is a great example of what we're talking about. A live demo for your listening pleasure. And the funny thing is, I almost forgot what I was talking about as I was saying that.
Dang.
But yeah, apparently I was fighting with my brother and my mom sent me to my room with no breakfast.
For pushing a chair?
Yeah.
Dude, you guys had like fucking 20 people in that house. A chair's gonna get bumped every day. Sorry, Ginger Lou.
Well, yeah, and I hated my brother a lot. I like complain about him all the time. But I didn't remember that shit. There was another here, Valentine's Day. I know this is Valentine's Day 2006. I know I talk a lot about, being parentified and stuff, but that's another thing with memory loss is I feel like it's really easy to gaslight yourself that your trauma wasn't as bad as it was.
Yes. Sorry, that was loud. Yeah.
Put a pin in that. And this isn't even like the worst of my traumas. I struggle to even call it a trauma, but this is what I wrote. Mommy left to do errands for several hours, leaving everyone with me. As if that wasn't enough, when she came back. The minute she came back, she left again with everyone but me and my two younger sisters. I played, read to, prayed with, put to bed, and cleaned up after the little girls until they were sound asleep, and I finally have some free time. When I read that, I'm like, man, that's kind of sad. But also, that was just normal.
Yeah.
Just taking care of people was just normal. And like, I don't even think all of it was bad. Like, there's a lot of nuance, but yeah, I didn't remember that at all. Like, I knew I helped take care of my siblings. Obviously, I talk and write about it all the time. But seeing it, like that evidence in my own handwriting, just talking about it like it was a normal, everyday thing.
It was.
Yeah, but also I'm obviously pissed off because I underlined several words.
Yeah, you just weren't really allowed to share that, even though the Bible says it's okay to be angry, by the way.
Well, I don't remember.
It does. It says be angry and do not sin. So just like don't shoot someone for disagreeing with you, But
one of my mom's favorite sayings is like, don't let the sun go down on your anger.
I mean,
I agree for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, more for your sleep, if anything. Like, who wants to lay awake?
Seriously. But back to
memory.
The trauma.
Do you remember when I forgot that Dawn was dead on my birthday last year?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's good and bad. And actually, you and other people who might be like, well, sober from alcohol, because that makes like TV memories different, I feel like. Anyway, so you know how it's a trope when you get sober, you can basically like watch all your shows all over again for the first time.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that now.
Yeah, so I do that with life.
Oh my god.
Like,
wait a second. No, but that's a good metaphor for real.
All my metaphors are TV related. There's that and the exactly thing.
Oh my god. But yeah, people act like it's offensive that you don't remember this. Like, how could you forget this thing?
And I get it.
Do you ever just stop asking questions because you're worried that you'll offend people?
Yes, I am very good at pretending to know until I've figured it out.
Yeah. And like, it's great that we have that skill, but at what cost,
I don't know.
Fake it till you make it is so sinister.
I know, right? But we can't just pay attention, which is the problem. That is not the problem. It's our brain and how it's wired.
There's no sense of urgency, though. Like, my brain only works under fire, I guess.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's all the way down the line, or it's the only thing. Like, do you ever have one thing to do later in the day? And so that is the only thing that is going to be done?
Oh, yeah. Someone on Substack called it waiting mode. They were talking about in the context of ADHD in particular, but basically, yeah, like you said, if you have like a a 10-minute phone call at 3 p.m., like you're useless before 3 p.m. That's how it is with me. And I realized in reading the comments on that thread that like, that's kind of what I'm doing with my disability claim. I feel like I can't do anything until I know for certain. And I don't know when that is. So I'm basically like in limbo for years.
Yeah. But
and
that's like true because you can't do a whole lot.
I can't. I'm very limited in like the work I can do, how much I can work, which, you know, I was limited before. So like whatever.
Yeah.
But that waiting mode sucks.
It does.
I don't even remember why we were talking about it in the first place.
I don't remember.
That's kind of a good place to stop it.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else?
No, I always feel like I don't bring as much as the other guests, but that's probably just the mental illness.
Well, you're in good company, at least.
But I'm proud of you for making those calls today.
It was one call.
Yeah, but still.
The other person didn't answer.
I have to make those calls, and I don't plan to. I'm just not going to.
Yeah, that sounds like something to talk to your therapist about.
Oh my gosh. So it's deductible season, and the first sessions of the year finally hit from the billing department.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, I still have time to cancel for this week.
Oh God.
I'll be like, I was on a podcast. It's basically enough.
Yeah. You just tell them the name of the podcast, then they'll understand.
Yeah. Honestly, listeners, if you are nervous about being on the podcast, just think of it as free therapy.
No.
Don't
think of it.
Please
no,
don't.
Actually, let's backtrack a little
Yeah,
bit.
don't at all.
Maybe it can be accidentally therapeutic.
It can be supplemental material in a well-rounded behavioral health care scenario.
That's going to be our new bio.
That's like what they had to start calling Wheaties, part of a balanced breakfast.
Oh, I like Wheaties.
Pickles and vodka, the Wheaties of your podcasts.
Oh my God. That's 3 foods in one title. Yes, I consider
Vodka's
vodka
a food. It is.
Potatoes.
Duh.
Thank you for humoring me and coming on to talk about this.
Thank you for letting it happen again. One day I will actually have things prepared.
Oh, we don't really do that here anymore.
Yeah, but like, what if?
Then we would be unstoppable.
One day.
But like, here's the thing. No one comes here to listen to research and stuff. Like, who would they have science podcasts for that?
Not even that. But like, I probably had more wisdom to bestow on the world. And, you know, I took that from myself by not preparing.
Well, you'll just have to come back and unleash more wisdom then.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how the sound is, because I can't hear the feedback from this beautiful pink mic.
It's gorgeous.
It is.
I'll post a picture if you, or, you know, our intern will post a picture if they want to.
I'll send it. Thanks for coming to the Pickles and Vodka podcast.
Thanks for coming to the podcast.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I like to tell people.
For remembering we exist.
Yeah, do you...
Sorry.
Also, okay, pickle poll, do you thank the bus driver? And if your response is, why should I thank somebody for doing their job? Why is that your response? Okay, thank you, bye.
I thought you said, do you think the bus driver? And I was like waiting for you to continue. I was like, do you think the bus driver what? Do you think he's hot?
To be thanked.
Do you think they're right? I do thank the bus driver.
Me too.
And on that note, goodbye.
Bye.
If you like what you heard, tell a friend about the podcast. You can send them to picklesandvodka.substack.com, where they can listen to our entire catalog and find our newest merch. We love hearing from our listeners, so leave us a voice message at speakpipe.com/picklesandvodka. My personal Instagram is at xtinajumper, and Lauren's is at Lauren3_AFH. We'll see you next week.
Testing. Oh my goodness. How do we stop the echo? Is this it? Is it? I mean, it sounds better. I think this is it.